Recently I hit 100 subscribers, so I wanted to celebrate it by going back to my first ever video and recreate it. It turns out that the first video that I made was about Subnautica, which is a game that I really enjoy playing. That video was made more than 3 years ago, so I was horrified when I played it. But now, I'm not as scared to play it. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
We start off by trying to extinguish the fire in the life pod, like always. We learned that when the life pod was flung out of the Aurora, we had head trauma due to the flying plate, and that we ended up in a new planet. Little did we know that the planet that we ended up on was a planet full of water and had other creatures living on it. I already knew what I needed to do because this wasn't my first time around. I knew that a scanner was ideal for scanning and discovering many different items, so I tried to make one as soon as possible. I crafted a battery since that's all I needed to make it. As soon as I had the scanner, I went to look for things that I could scan immediately. I found the first wrecking, but there's probably not going to be much. My goal was to try and find the sea glider, which allowed me to swim through the water much faster. I was able to find one of the 3 fragments I needed to discover it. After I found all the sea glide fragments, I rushed back to my base to try to make it. All I needed was a battery, lubricant, and copper wire, which I could already make. After I crafted everything, I made the sea glider. The next thing that I wanted to get was a repair tool so that I could repair the life pod. Luckily I already had all the materials in order to make the repair tool.
Radio online. Broadcast emergency distress signal.
Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours.
What that radio message was saying was that if I wanted someone to rescue me, it would take them 99,999 hours. Then I made the knife since I already had the materials to make it. I made the high capacity oxygen tank so that I could breathe underwater for longer periods of time.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
That was our first rescue mission, so I had to go over and check it out. There was only a PDA inside, which I didn't really feel like reading. The next thing I was going to craft was the mobile vehicle bay, so that I could craft the Seamoth. The Seamoth is used so that you can travel faster and farther. After gathering the resources needed, I crafted the Seamoth.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Now I could explore a lot more places than I could before. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe because it will really help me out, and I'll see you later.